Welcome to your most favorite Tesla Sunday series here every Sunday on this channel. Subscribe and like if you like it. I absolutely love it. So we will talk about today about the Tesla performance. We will talk about the stock chart. We will talk about the crazy surprise Q1 for Tesla stock and the Tesla company. And finally about ARK Invest with their crazy new price target. Very, very exciting. Very, very interesting as well. So make sure to stay tuned. Let's go. Like most of the growth and momentum and story stocks, also Tesla is not protected from the current downturn of the market. If you're looking into last week, from the last Tesla Sundays until today, we lost another 5%. We were even touching the $628 mark, which was quite significant because as soon as we cross, under 600, we will talk about in the stock chart analysis, but you will see that there is a kind of trend that we can go back in, which would be then testing back the 500 and something level. So as you can see here, the months looked also not so nice, 13% down so far. And if we are looking into the 3 months period, you can see that, the quarter, was, let's say, the first quarter of the quarter was fantastic. We reached all-time highs. And then since then, we are from the all-time highs here on the 7th of Jan, we lost about 25.6%. And all in all, you can see here, it's definitely still in a kind of downtrend. But again, we will discuss exactly this in the stock chart of today's vlog. $628 billion market cap is currently the value of the whole Tesla family, and I think that it's a great price to buy in if you want to think long term, if you want to think 5 to 10 years where to put your money. Tesla is such a safe bet. They will have tremendous products coming out this year. They will have tremendous numbers that will absolutely blow everyone away. So this current downturn is a fantastic way to get in, and I think it's a super nice company. So check it out and let's dive into the stock chart. All right, the Tesla shares followed my first predictions until they don't. I mean, look at that. I said here, where the RSI levels was pretty low at 26, that here could be a nice turnaround, and then we could see something like that. We saw something like that until about the 17th of March, which was the Fed meeting, which was, I would say, expected but unexpected what the Fed said. They pretty much stick to it, unchanged to what they talked about. And then you can see here, we are currently in this channel here that is between 692 as well as 646. Now, as you can see here, we kind of bounced here at the lower end of the resistance at 653. Then the next day we stayed about flat. Intraday it was a little bit below that, I think, but that doesn't matter really. So now it's the question what the overall market says. I don't think, and the overall 10-year bond still, with all of these changes, like the Fed saying that they will not extend the bond purchase program of the banks, plus we will have the inflation going towards 2%, that there will be huge demand for the bonds. So we can surely see that this will continue. The question will be if the connection between the bond yields as well as the momentum and story stocks will stay the same as it currently is. Bond yields up, story stocks down, or growth stocks down, or momentum stocks down, however you call this kind of stocks, that Tesla definitely qualifies into that as well, will be seen. So now it looks like a pretty nice setup to stay flat for a while. So we are just in the middle of the Bollinger Bands. We are just, should go and attack the 50 moving average. This would be a very bullish sign to go back into this bullish thing. Otherwise, it could be just a bounce on the way down because currently, you know, just the 650 resistance holding it, and once this is broken down, we are in the lower end of the Bollinger Bands, plus the next resistance would be here where we tested and broke through it as well. So 563 would be those levels. 535 or something was the latest or the last thing that we looked into when we saw a kind of temporary bottom here. So this will be quite interesting. I mean, the big support is just here at 500-ish levels, right? The 200 moving average, here's another resistance as well. So will be staying very exciting here to see how the stock develop. Other than that, you know, the RSI levels quite in the middle, neutral levels, not too much oversold, not too much overbought. So I can imagine many scenarios. It's highly depending on the overall market. In total, if we are zooming out, you can see here though that we are still in a kind of downturn scenario, right? I mean, we didn't broke out quite significantly here. If you're looking into such something like that, you see that we could also bounce off here at end of March at around 663. And important would be to really go through that and through that. Okay, so we would be out of let's say the downturn if we reach somewhere 600 or 700 levels for a couple of days, and then try to move through the 50 moving average. So then we will see a very nice new levels here. But other than that, if we are bounce back off here 640, I can imagine that we can go down the spiral and then test even 500 levels. Let's see, guys. Very hard to predict currently. So just stay tuned. I will definitely update here on news, on the market, and let's dive into the next category. So why I think that the Q1 will be a great surprise for Tesla? Well, in the first kind of fundamental things that you need to understand, Q1 is always the worst one, okay? Car sales are plummeting in the kind of worst months for the industry. Like the Q1 is the worst one, Q4 is the best one, because usually in the last quarter of the year, car dealerships have great offers, the people want to buy, and Q1 is like, you know, the quarter after that, that is, you know, usually quite bad. But Tesla apparently rolling out the new Tesla Model S and X refresh, which has two fantastic effects, okay? The one is that the Model 3 and Model Y still selling. So many countries are waiting for their deliveries and so on. So the demand is not a problem there. But the demand and the production of the S and X was a little bit of a problem because, you know, yeah, there wasn't a refresh. People wanted to buy it, but, you know, there was the Model 3 that was somehow newer and so on. Now this is gone, okay? So all these arguments to wait for a new model is now gone. Now people are buying the new Model S, the new Model X with the new interior, the better, you know, technology advancement that is built into the car. So I think this is a great initiative that people will buy much more of these cars. This is number one. Second, we will have a rollout of these cars already now in this month. And third, it's that, believe me, that the effect of high margin in this kind of brand new cars is very underestimated. And I don't know at how many calculations this is included, but I think most of it are maybe underestimating how much Tesla can really make on those brand new cars. Those, you know, profit margins could go maybe to 40% at this kind of high premium cars when they firstly deliver, because they deliver the higher range cars first, because those are the most expensive one, and this always helps to generate more revenue. So maybe a surprise here. And the other surprise, even though maybe not calculated into the income of the company, but as a surprise, you know, they made like $1.5 billion on the Bitcoin investment only. So this would be a quite nice effect as well. So all in all, I think, you know, we could maybe look into the best Q1 that we have seen for a very long time for Tesla. I'm super excited. Maybe we shall see the earnings maybe somewhere around May, I think. As soon as there's a date, we will make a preview. So all covered, stay tuned, subscribe and like this video, and let's dive into the next topic. So the price target of ARK Invest is always a new highlight, because if you are in the Tesla world, there's nobody else who's more bullish, more, let's say, correct in their predictions than the one and only, the Katie Wood. So I think she's absolutely fantastic, and she just released with her team a brand new price target, and let's dive into it right now. So they actually released it just a couple of days ago on the 19th of March by Tasha Keeney, who is the CFA of ARK Invest. She's very much in the media, as well as Katie Wood. So you can see here that they have three cases. They have the expected value, which is $3,000. We are currently around 654. Bear case is $1,500 for a Tesla share, and then the bull case is 4,000, guys. So you can see here how much potential, even in the bear case, in the next 4 years they expect the Tesla stock to double, but most probably they see the stock to almost 5 times the value as it is now. So every year you have like 100% increase if you look into the whole 4 years period, okay? However, you can see here it's based on a Monte Carlo calculation, which means that they take different kind of assets of the company, which is, you know, the revenue and the costs, the profit margin and so on. So very bullish here, because they are also calculating with a 40% profit margin, gross profit, which is quite bullish, I have to say. But on the other side, they don't even consider the Tesla energy. So it's kind of interesting if they will be right again. So here you can see the key updates to our model is we pushed our forecast price targets forward 1 year, 2025. We refined our estimate for Tesla's capital efficiency. We added Tesla insurance business to our model. We added assumptions for human drive ride-hailing service. So they really believe that there will be a hybrid model between only robotaxis and people with ride-hailing using Tesla software and, you know, driving by themselves, but also in the first few years or so to really be able to interfere with the car, you know. So then we increase the probability of Tesla achieving full autonomous driving within 5 years. So those are the key moments, and I don't want to go too deep because there's so much information. I think if you are interested, then you should be there. I did another full video on what I think and what the past predictions did on Tesla on yesterday's video, which is this one. So check it out, and I hope you like today's Tesla Sundays. And if you want to have more, if you want to get access to our Discord, check out x10masterclass.com, and you can also become member of this channel, obviously support it. And I thank you so much. You are the best, and see you tomorrow because I'm vlogging every single day.